Rabotai, good morning. The Shulchan Aruch in Siman Reish Ayin Aleph, that's 271 in Halacha Aleph, speaks about the importance once you finish davening Arvit on Shabbat, there is a mitzvah to go home immediately in order to be able to begin your Su'udah. A lot of times you have a person right after davening of Arvit, what do? They stand outside, they speak, they take their time. The Shulchan Aruch says, once you come home, you want to be quick in eating the food, meaning you want to be able to do Kiddush as soon as possible. Because you have to remember, Rabotai, once Shabbat comes in, there is a mitzvah for us to do Kiddush as close as possible to the time once Shabbat came in. So therefore, there is a mitzvah to go home. Now, there are some people that they like to sit and learn after davening, which is not a problem also, but that has to be with the consent of your wife and your children. If you have your wife and your children waiting for you at home, or your in-laws ronan, and ba'im, b'chakim, ma'yesh, right? And we want to be tzaddikim, right? We want to make sure that we have no problem, Rabotai, but just asking for permission. That's all it is. The Mishnah Berurah does bring down, and he says that there is also a mitzvah to be hungry when you come into Shabbat. So here we go. If there is a mitzvah to begin the meal right away after davening, but at the same time, let's say you had a brit milah or bar mitzvah, and you are not hungry, can you postpone your meal? The halakha is going to say you are allowed to postpone your meal, but again, Rabotai, that's also not a count on your wife and your children. Meaning, if there's going to be shalom bayit, or if you have small children in the house, even if you are full, you must start right away. Another important halakha. A lot of people don't take this into consideration. Baruch Hashem, some people have in the house 2 maidservants. Some of them have 1, correct? And you know they have to go home. You have to be very careful not to hold them back. If you right now can start the meal, let's say at 6 o'clock, and she can go home at 9 o'clock, and what do? You start the meal at 7 and she's going to go home at 10? That you shouldn't do. You should also take into consideration other people's feelings about time. It is very important to see what the other person needs. Okay, Rabotai. A very small musar from Rabbi Meir Eliyahu Shalita from the Sefer Markevot Argaman. Can I ask you guys a question? What is the smallest letter, not the smallest letter, what is the lowest letter in the alphabet, in the alphabet?
Or the value?
Aleph. Aleph, right? That's the, in number, that's the smallest.
Numerical.
Tell me, we make all these diyukim from the Torah, correct? We make all these diyukim. Did the Torah really have to write Vayikra with a small aleph? It's bad enough that it's 1, right, Ronan?
Yeah.
And plus you have to make it smaller. What's the shot?
Smaller.
Okay, if you were to Vayikra, see, be humble like that. Comes Rav Meir Eliyahu Shalita, he says, V'lo dai she'ha'ot aleph zira. It's not enough that the ot aleph is small. Gam yakatana be'aracham ha'misparim miyoter ha'otiyot b'teivat Vayikra. Plus, it's actually the smallest from the words Vayikra. You know what this comes to teach us? Lilamed, to come to teach us. Shebe'anava tafus ketzeh acharon. Listen to this. When it comes to being humble, a person has to try to go to the other extreme, to the most extreme. When it comes to being humble, v'rak az tizker l'kirvat Hashem, and only then are you going to be zocher to come close to Hashem. A lot of times a person feels he's not able to connect with Hashem, not in davening, not in learning, not in doing mitzvot. Do you know why, Emil? It's because we have ga'ava. So he says, if you want to be able to come close to Hashem, you know what you have to do? You have to go to the other extreme of being humble. And this, Rabotai, is a very big problem. What's the proof? Kanchara, what's the proof? Yeah. What's the proof? Tell me. You say today one thing somebody doesn't like done. They won't come to the shul, they won't speak to you, right? Whether it's going to be your partner, whether it's going to be your student, you can't speak today. Try speaking to children today. Right when they get upset. If your wife is going to say something to you don't like, 2 weeks no speaking, correct? This is all shows us, not you, I'm just saying. This shows us all that chas v'shalom we all have inner gava. So therefore, Rabotai, if we want to be able to come close to Hashem, really, we have to try to work on our humility. Baruch Adonai Olam. Amen. Amen.